Iga Swiatek wins the Chinese Open. She takes out the world's ranked 22nd player, and Iga, the 22-year-old with this huge purse, has now accumulated over $22 million for her career. Unbelievable. She's excited. It's great to see Iga happy and good spirits. And listen, guys, this is her first WTA 1000 championship on the year. That's correct. It's been a tough year for master events for Iga. But listen, this is her fifth championship of the year, her 16th for her career. And she did this in very impressive fashion. In the first set, she won literally 80% of her first serves. She won 58% of Liudmila's second serves, nearly 40% of her first serves. And for much of the second set, Iga won 90% of her first serves. Again, 50% of Liudmila's first serves and about 60% of her second serves. Liudmila did make a push the last couple service games to improve those metrics, but not enough. That's a Jordan fist pump from Iga Swiatek, and she wins the China Open. Now, listen, guys, I want to just quickly pivot really quick. I think, in my opinion, because Iga Swiatek, she said she had to fix her attitude since losing the U.S. Open. Yes, she wasn't able to defend. That kind of got her down a little bit. What do you guys think? This is a question for listeners and subscribers. I personally think that the U.S. Open is the biggest slam of them all. I think if you want to be a star and Iga's happy, it's good to see her jumping up excited. I think if you want to be a star in today's tennis, you have to win the U.S. Open. Take a look at Marketa Vondrousova. She just won Wimbledon this year. Her stardom, her popularity has not really increased a bit, right? It really hasn't. Now, I think Wimbledon's the most historic of them all, without a doubt. But today's game, in the digital age, if you want to be a star, you have to win New York. You have to win the U.S. Open. Take a look at Rybakina last year. She won Wimbledon and said she doesn't even feel like a slam champion. They were scheduling Elena Rybakina on the freaking side courts. The disrespect, that is not okay. Take a look at Emma Raducanu, her stardom. She's still a star. She's not even playing and she's a rock star. Leylah Fernandez, long hair, don't care. She's a huge star and she didn't even win the U.S. Open. She's a runner-up. That's just my personal opinion. Now, Liudmila and Iga, these ladies, they know each other. Let's go back to last year, the match before Stuttgart. Remember all that suspense? You could slice it with a cake. Could Liudmila end the win streak? Iga would say in a post-match interview, she would say, I this is my Iga's voice. I know Liudmila. Yeah, we played juniors together. She was one of the older girls. I know her. I'm not friends with her. I'm not close with her, but I know who she is. What do you think? My Iga voice pretty good? Iga dominated this match, guys, and let's take a look at her path to the championship here. Kristina Buxa. No, Sarah Srebus Termal. Why do I always mix up Buxa and Sarah Srebus Termal? It's like they're the same defensive powerhouse type of player. She took out Sarah Srebus Termal in the first round. Now, listen, guys, I'm doing this off of the fly. I don't have anything in front of me that shows me who she beat. I'm just doing this off of memory. My memory is pretty good, by the way, guys, covering all these tennis matches. So Sarah Srebus Termal in the first round. Vivara in the second, another straight set victory. Magdalene, fellow countrywoman, in the third round, another straight set victory. And listen, guys, this would lead to a big, highly anticipated match with Caroline Garcia, someone that beat her in Warsaw last year. Garcia won the first set and probably should have won this match, right, when they played. But Iga would come back down a break in the second set, force a tiebreak, win the tiebreak, and bring out the Rockets for the third set. 6-1, she closed out Caroline Garcia. The semifinal, highly anticipated rematch with Cory Coco Gauff, the future of tennis, straight set victory. Coco did injure her arm. We hope she can rest and recover for Cancun. But that's the eighth time Iga's beat Coco. And of course, his final here, 6-2, 6-2. Now, Liudmila did have her opportunities. She was up on every service game that Iga had. That's crazy, guys. And she couldn't break her at all. That tells me a few things. That tells me that Yeah, the player winning those games is just better. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. Iga's quick strike tennis, her backhand down the line. On hard, I like players with good backhands against players with good forehands. That backhand really makes it tough for players to really set up their forehands, right? And in terms of Ludmila, long, rangy forehand, great, great, deep ball. She can play the line. She can extend you past the baseline. But Iga never let her set it up. Liudmila couldn't even win her drop shot, which has been her bread and butter this tournament. So congratulations to Iga. She is victorious. She's smiling again. She's happy. And tennis is a tough sport, guys. There's literally so many tournaments. The schedule is so tough. You could win a championship and you won't even have time to celebrate it or enjoy it. That's why I did the post in the community congratulating Veronika Kudermetova. If you guys get the chance, go to the community, like those images, like those posts, and show them some love. We're happy. Iga Swiatek, look, she's back on top, guys. It's been a long season for master events. We've seen her injured at several of them. We've seen her lose at several of them. This is her first 1,000 title this year. She'll get ready for Cancun. I imagine she's going to take a break. Last year, she wasn't happy with the cup scheduling so close to the WTA finals in Texas. She'll have 3 weeks to prepare. Now, that could be a catch-22. Get it? Catch-22? Come on, guys. That was a good one. Now, listen, it could be a catch-22 because she's going to have her form and rhythm. And we saw Coco take off 3 weeks since the U.S. Open. She played rusty this tournament, right? So that's the thing about taking too much time off. But Iga's victorious. Polish fans like the video, drop a heart. Tennis fans worldwide, show some love, drop a heart. The Chinese Open is over. Iga will now have a chance to defend, that's right, as a two-time Chinese Open championship. Serena Williams did it. That's right, Serena Williams, Caroline Wozniacki, they're both two-time champions here. Naomi Osaka was the reigning champion here. She's inactive. We know that. The tour hasn't been in China. We know that. But Naomi Osaka's coming back now. She is good friends with Iga. Not her best friend. We know Yuvon's her best friend. But Iga and Naomi are good friends. And Naomi's going to be back for the Australian Open. Tennis in a minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. Iga wins.